It says SD card full. Oh my goodness. Is this not recording? Oh my goodness. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Big Ball Vlogs. I do reviews, news, everyday vlogging, and every once in a while I'll do a tutorial. If this video is educational or somewhat entertaining, please consider smashing that like button and maybe subscribing to the channel for new videos we're posting. So I built another quad this weekend, and I wanted to give you a quick overview. I know I've talked about in previous videos, same manufacturer, different product. It was the LDARC ET85D kit that I built my previous quad off of. Love this frame, love this frame. But this time I needed to kind of pull that apart because I needed to get that flight controller out of there. I literally Frankenstein that other quad together with a lot of big heavy parts that it pretty much was overbuilt. So I wanted to kind of, get some weight down on this and then put the appropriate parts back in it and use all LDARC components because I really do like their components and I wanted to kind of, not just talk about it, but be about it. So this is an LDARC ET85. It's not the D version because it's not digital. It was designed for an analog system, but you can buy this one from LDARC with a digital system like a Cadix Nebula or an analog system, and they all fit. I mean, when you get it together, the components, when you put these together, it's the frame is set up to take a 25 by 25 flight controller, but it has these little standoffs or a 20 by 20 board if you want to like put in your 20 by 20 VTX or your 20 by 20 DVR system or something like that. So complete build here. I think the one disclaimer I have to give you, I actually had to squeeze this full-size DJI camera in there. This frame is not really meant to fly a full-size DJI camera, which is a little big. And when I say squeeze, I mean I literally had to push that thing in there because, as you can see, those little white bumps there, it's where the camera's sitting in the top of the frame from me having to get the right angle on the camera. So that will be the only thing if you're planning on using this for like a DJI Vista system, is that the camera will not fit like freely. It will go in there, but it won't fit freely. As you can see, I'm using the bottom holes on the camera and top holes are exposed, and it's touching the top of the camera because the camera's kind of tilted down right now. I'll probably have to pitch that up a little bit for flight, but I mean for this build, camera's a little bit flat, I think. So we'll see when we get it flying. So I wanted to give you an overview of the components because, like I said, I really do like these components. And like I said, I bought the first frame because I liked it, and then also flew the full-size air unit, which I was going to use. But I bought this frame. This was my own frame before I stocked these on the website. I bought this frame because I wanted to build this because I found this one. I was like, man, that thing comes with like a whole lot of parts for like $18. This is the AT85 standard kit, which comes with like 2 frames. It comes with 2 tertiary style canopies. It comes with 2 standard style canopies. It comes with a whole bunch of parts to put together, carbon fiber frame brace. It comes with those little fiberglass standoffs so you don't melt your frames when you're running your motors a little bit hot. It also comes with a little beep burner. So you get a lot in this kit for like the ET85 for like $18. And I like that. I'm a big bang for your buck guy. So if I was going to crash this thing or damage it, I wanted to have replacement parts on hand, and this came with them. So very nice kit for a low cost. And like I told you, I'm not out here trying to build Ferraris. I know a lot of guys are building, like inverted whatevers and spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on them. Nope, you could probably take this same frame and make it inverted if you wanted to, with a little bit of ingenuity. You can make that work. I know I could make it work. I might actually make that the next project. But anyway, let's talk about this again. So I wanted to show you the motors real quick. I want to show you the motors because a lot of guys, real quick, little pet peeve of mine. A lot of guys will hit me up and go, well, your flight controller is only $5 more than a Beta FPV. Well, sir, go buy a Beta FPV from whoever you choose to buy it from and become a walking billboard for them. But these controllers all come off of the same. You can go look these up on AliExpress, Banggood. You'll find dozens of these controllers that look almost identical with a different name on it because they come off the same line. And if you buy 20,000 of them, they'll put whatever name you want on it, right? But what they don't know is, or what they don't realize is that my price is still less than a Beta FPV version. And this controller itself is the newest version, which is this board is actually branded for 14 amps, but they sell this as a 13 amp flight controller. Previous versions of this Whoop style flight controller were only 12 amps. And I think the Beta FPV is still only currently 12 amps. So please spare me with your constant annoying critiquing of my pricing based on what the name brand version costs. If you willing to spend $5 more for a name brand version, I'm not stopping you. Again, go build yourself a Ferrari. But for this version, I mean, like I said, let's take a quick look at that flight controller. 13 amps rated, very nice. Looks like it's got some coating already on it. I'm not sure, but I know that these motor plugs are not soldered in, so you're gonna have to do some micro soldering. They're just held in right now because you might want to, not use, like a plug-in style motor like this. You might want to use something like I got some Eco Max 1106s 4500s, and they don't have plugs on the end, and the wires are really long. But for this, you might not want to run, the plugs. You might want to run those. So you're gonna have to do some micro soldering. But it comes pre-soldered with the cable already on it, and you're just gonna have to do the soldering of the motors and the components for your VTX system. But again, I like it, and if, like I said, look them up. They are rated high quality on like Banggood and AliExpress. Now the motors, I went with these motors. I could have pulled out the Beta FPV motors that I was using. Could have pulled those out and used them, but I decided to go with these. And the reason I wanted to go with these is because I like the fact that these are a little bit more, I think, protected. I don't really like motors that have those exposed stators, because a stick or a twig goes up in there and it's going to short it out. It could possibly short it out. These are a little bit more protected. Got a C-clip on the bottom. They took the time to epoxy in the wire so they don't get yanked out that easily. And they really do have like some pretty strong magnets in them. And I equate strong magnets to a stronger motor, because I've bought motors in the past that felt like they had no magnetic force at all. And just to give you an example, like I've bought motors where I can do this and these will spin freely. But as you can see, every time I do that, they kind of like those magnets snap into place. These motors have a decent amount of magnetic force, and I like that. So motors, like I said, pretty high quality, probably a little bit less than what the Beta FPV motors. I know they're definitely less than the Emax motors I sell are. And like I said, if you're looking for something to just get you in the air that is decent quality, I think, the LDARC products are not bad at all. In fact, if you look them up, they've got other products out there that, are really nice. King Kong LDRC, they have a name out there for themselves. It's just not the hype that, the hyped name that this hobby tends to follow. Some guy following Bartwell is going to go buy a $30 motor for a tiny whoop because Bartwell said to do it, when instead of, guys like, people who probably follow his channel and myself who are looking for like, 12 of those motors for the same price versus, what spending for 4 would cost. So that is it. Those are the motors. Now, quad itself, like I said, I squeezed a full-size DJI camera in there. The 20x20 standoffs make that Vista system, the unit part, the air unit part of it, I don't know what that's called, the receiver part, or this part here, fit nice. If the camera canopy fits perfectly, it was pretty much built for this system, because you can get this from them. Like I said, I might have said with the digital system or the analog system. So I want to fly it. All right, so first let me get the thumbnail and let's give it a fly. Make sure I'm on the right channel here. Give me a nice clean signal. And I got a little bit of wind coming from, let me see, got a little bit of wind coming from behind me. So I'm probably gonna get pushed around a little bit on this one, but I'm gonna try to keep it low because I don't know how this thing's gonna fly. Forgot to exit out of the goggle settings. Alright, let's do it again this time. Here we go. It's getting pushed around a little bit. You hear it struggling with the wind. That's bad. Got really blocky on me. I know I don't have a capacitor on this. I'm usually able to pull that off. So I'm gonna have to fix that, because I'm getting a little bit of a hell of a ugly signal here. A little bit of prop wash, but she's fast. I like the way it flies though. And it feels like I've been flying forever, but I'm only a minute and 2 minutes in. And no issues at all. Power wise, seems to be good. I like it. I'm not gonna knock it. Like, I'm not just saying this because I sell this stuff either. It flies really well. The only thing, like I said, I'm experiencing right now is a lot of breakup. I'm not sure why. My signal seems crap. I got a heck of a lot of breakup. And almost smacked that pole on the front side of the building because it just went too blocky for me. So we're going to have to figure that out. I wonder if it's because I don't have a capacitor on here. And the antenna position too. I got this antenna kind of low behind the frame instead of pointing straight up in the air. So a little bit of troubleshooting I got to do. Other than that, it flies really well. Wind's pushing all over the place between these buildings. So, all right, I think I'm done. Saw somebody back there distracting me, so I just thought I'd put it down on the ground. All right, man. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I wouldn't lie to you. I've been doing this for a while with this channel, but this is what I mean. I don't know if I got to change this out because the antenna is relatively short. I got it kind of like tucked in like that because I didn't have like the previous one had DJI Vista antenna holders. This one didn't, so I just kind of zip tied it to the frame. So I might have to fix that. But yeah, when I went around in front of that building, I don't know if I got focus mode on, but it got blocky and I almost smacked that railing because I was down low and I had to zip over top of it and come around the back. But I like it. So, hey, that's the LDARC ET85, not the 85D, frame, motors, controllers, and I think it's high quality. So if you want to check these out, go over to bigballfev.com and take a look at the products that I have. Talk to you later.